We get the brand about 2 years ago in Cadillac, Michigan, and then we get with it. I ask to get the archive of the brand, and we have a gentleman, you know Bruce Sargent. He brings us his legacy, all his document, his personal document, and we dig through this document. And the first job I asked to the designers was to make me a story of the brand and design his story, all generations, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, 90s, and the today's boats. And that was really our historical research. Before we draw anything, we did that.
Because of the popularity of the GTs back in the 60s and 70s and what it represented to the consumer of the most exciting bow rider on the water of that time, we took cues from that heritage and we took cues from that history, and we redesigned the new GT series to recapture that legacy.
So just as the cars were redesigned, such as the Challenger, the Camaro, the Beetle, that's what we wanted to bring to Glastron, to bring some of that history into a modern form, and that's where the GT 160 came from.
That was the GT 160, which was designed with that James Bond image in mind. Now we've taken the DNA from the 160 and it has evolved into a much larger boat designed for the whole family.
From the 160, we're taking that concept and we've influenced it into the 200. Added some new features, some new design elements, but basically the style is similar. You have the signature spear, you have the windshield that's very much like the GT 160. And you can see a lot of those key elements that have been transferred over and will continue to be throughout the line.
The most important element is the spears on Glastron. So we have these beautiful spears, and we start thinking how can we reintroduce the spears directly embedded in the fiberglass. How can we melt the spears into the fiberglass and create an iconic, maybe in English, design, something that will really be a signature, as it was in the 60s and the 70s.
So at Glastron, we have that advantage of being able to take the DNA from the legacy that Glastron carries and bring it into 2012 and build a boat for today that is priced right, that you can put your whole family in and be excited about, because it still carries the little bits and pieces of that Glastron heritage with it. And therefore we've been able to bring to market a beautiful boat, a fun boat, an exciting boat, and a boat that everybody's going to love.
It's an American icon, but it's also well known all around the world. We apply pure design dream, pure inspirations, and I think at the end we have a very, very exciting product that is going to launch the entire new generation of GT.